Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another wonderful episode of The Dice That Bind Us. If you haven't already, please make sure you smash that like button, even harder, beat that subscribe button. And, oh, my name has been changed to Tafartos. That's funny. And just make sure you follow us on all of your favorite social media platforms. Obviously, we're on YouTube, but we do have a Discord channel, a Twitter, as well as an Instagram. And I think, what are you laughing at me about? I think that's about. In the meantime, I will throw it over to our wonderful DM, Dungeon Daddy over here, and we are going to get this ball rolling today.
Oh, man.
Laughing at the genuine blank face. I'm like, oh, my name's Tafartos now. That's funny. And then moving on immediately.
100% what made me die.
I'm Tafartos.
So, recapping what happened last week, stuff. Moving forward, we will be moving directly into future things. No, I'm just kidding, because last week a lot of cool shit happened that we should cover. So, first and foremost, as you may have mentioned, or may have noticed, our dear friend Allie is not here currently, but will be joining us momentarily. And then we'll be going from there. So, recapping, we continued the race in the pyramid dungeon that had you being pursued by
robots.
Yeah, by robots of the four main wizards, or the four of the legendary wizards who y'all assume were being piloted by Volo. This all ended with the corrupting presence that had entrapped the five legendary wizards, magic users, in this pyramid. This hulking Grim Reaper-esque figure that came from nowhere upon a little bit of taunting from one Tumult. Look at the pride on Zach's face right now. He's like, fuck yeah, I said that. But in a clutch turn of events and some very poor rolling, thank you, Carlos Luna, and the rest of the fucking Roll20 staff, Ileana was able to take control, albeit temporary, of this lich-esque creature. Upon doing so, Tapartos battled with some inner demons, we'll say, that pushed him to use his aspect to make permanent this bond that had been made between Ileana and Buddy? Is that what we ended up on? Bubba. I should know that. That was my nickname from my family as a kid.
I think it's Bubba.
It was.
Yeah, that immediately registered in my brain. Bubba.
Oh, I think it was Lieutenant Bubba.
It is now, yes. Lieutenant Bubba, yes.
Lieutenant Bubba under General Illy.
Yes. Bubba, who is, of course, a reborn ASMR boy of roughly 12 to 13 years of age.
I thought they were 15.
No.
Younger.
As we learned later on, was the previous two, one Tapartos III, and thus by assumption, Cain, the monk, was the previous wielder of the aspect of death that Tapartos now lays claim to. Upon recruiting Bubba to your side as a lieutenant, and then also being joined by the reanimated and somehow living Volo, and collecting the bodies of the other four legendary magic users, and I guess, grabbing Thestios on your way out of the pyramid.
We did good. I didn't remember that.
Yeah, well, you didn't. I am adding in the hard cuts to get you out so that we don't spend another 45 minutes role-playing you leaving the pyramid.
Thank you.
I love you all. Your storytelling is great, but also we got shit to get done. We will rejoin the party here outside of where they entered the pyramid, the outskirts of Silvery Moon. Thestios gives you a brief thank you for the pyramiding. I'm going to go drink away everything that happened to me in there. And then turns and fucks off.
Goodbye.
Do you want your tickets? You still have like the prize card.
Yeah, you do. You still have your entry cards and your prize cards with you.
Can we use them?
But we rejoin the party outside of where this pyramid was, gathered off of the time of day, the weather changes, things like that. You gather it's been roughly 32 hours since you went in, which by my calculations
A day and 8 hours.
gives you a day and 8 hours, just enough time for you to get back to your lair, get a good long rest in, and have a little bit of time to talk before your guests start arriving. So, my friends, the world is yours. Do with it as you see fit.
A lot of sending a scroll.
Okay.
Who to now? We've called so many people.
I am calling Harlan's husband again.
Okay.
Hey, I don't know if you still have ties to them, but I don't think we invited anyone from the royal court or whoever the hell is the high king now. So if you still have connections, could you let whoever it is in charge over there know that they should probably come too?
Well, I can certainly do my best, but I'm not sure what I can exactly accomplish for you in this regard. Let me do some digging, a little bit of perusing. There is no High King currently. He is very dead. And as last I knew, they were still parsing out the policies to figure out who the next king would be. But I'll do some digging and I'll inform you once I get to your meeting. See you soon.
Okay. Bye.
I love how the last person we thought about was the official government of this land.
Well, the last one was assassinated. We hadn't heard a new one got put in place, so.
Oh no,
Fair,
everything right
that's what I
now
was
is an
saying.
anarchy.
Yeah,
So that's
the
exciting.
Shit sucks. Shall we go home? Let's go home. I need to rest and process all of
Don't-
this.
Have a home? Do we all want
Let's
to?
go back
he
to
means
the
the lair.
lair.
Oh, right.
The
Yeah,
lair.
we can go there whenever we want. Did
But
you have
right
any other
now,
business here in
I'm calling
Silvermoon?
it home. No, I don't.
That poor
Anybody?
Zexon person probably wants to see no more of us in the coming days. If we can help
no,
it.
they will be upset for seeing us tomorrow, I imagine.
Fine by me. Well, if everyone's ready, I
Let's
will
do
use
it.
teleportation circle and take us home.
You arrive back at the lair and catch some well-deserved rest. Y'all had a very ridiculous, what felt like days inside of this pyramid.
And I weirdly only took 9 damage.
I took
Yeah, there
much
wasn't a
more
lot
than
of that fight didn't really fight.
Yeah, Tapartos did a
Speak
lot of group
For
healing.
yourself.
Yes, there.
I was down at 20 more than once.
that.
That's why I said
That's
Tapartos
ass.
did a lot of group healing.
you all get a much needed long rest in your various rooms you had designed previous, and meet in the early morning hours of the following day, the day of your war council.
All right. Should we discuss a bit of a game plan before we get into everything?
Yeah, because I think we honestly have zero idea what we're doing going forward.
I think I have like 2% idea going forward.
Is it more than just find the big guy, kill him? Because that seems to be the goal.
A little bit.
Okay, all right.
And I'm hoping we can find a way to fill in the cracks of what I have put there. Do you mind if I give a brief rundown? I'm not hearing any opposition.
No,
so I'm
you
just
are the
going to-
captain. You're
Okay.
the one to come up with plans.
No, you proceed at your own pace, whatever you need to do.
Hello.
You turn and Sulan is just like leaned against a wall,
Oh my
watching
god.
you.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
It was good to see you.
You as well.
Great, thank you. Feel free to sit in on this conversation while we wait on everybody else. As you can probably tell, we're still trying to figure a bunch of things out, and thank you so much for coming and everything.
Bartos,
Yes?
breathe.
Okay.
Did you?
So, it seems as though we need 3 main roles filled. And then subsets amongst those said roles. We need somebody to coordinate intelligence, both gathering and disbursement. Somebody to coordinate war itself, military power in the best way to place it. And somebody to coordinate espionage, spying, understanding where and when to put people in the best place in which we can strike. As far as I am concerned, our main goals are thus. We need to find where Xerxes is. We need to determine where their fighting force is. We need to determine a place where we can plan to intercept them at their weakest and our strongest, ideally, to start to dismantle said forces. And ultimately, we need to use the powers at our disposal, which we will be doing at this war council here, finding out where everybody is at, what everybody has to offer, what the fighting forces are, hopefully more information on potential aspects that we can find, and use that information to find out where we need to target specifically in order to take down Dandelion. If you cut off the head of this snake, not saying the rest will be easy at all, but that is the main goal of what we are trying to achieve. If we sever the main god from the power, hopefully everything else should crumble out from under.
The flower's not the head of the snake.
I was under the impression that he is currently the most powerful god in existence.
Yes, but the boys mentioned things might have changed with the god powers. The boys mentioned he's not the head of the organization.
No, I don't believe he is. I just believe he's the most powerful in the organization.
Sorry, Tumult, I cut you off. Go ahead.
Go for it.
I
Tumult,
didn't even
please.
start speaking. I was waiting for him to call on me. So don't tell him at all that these words came out of my mouth. But for
No, cool.
as for the information control, literally think Harlan's the best choice.
He's got
Has
the manpower.
commanded many forces before. We used him very well in Grudog, and he showed that he was kind of like good at it. And we invited him. So
Okay.
like,
Ooh, look at
And
Ian taking actual notes.
I want to take this seriously.
No,
Point
like
it.
that. No shade. It's just like, ooh, the game plan has been stepped.
point at rhyme, espionage.
Not spies. Well, obvious, but
No, you like to be sneaky. And
Yeah.
as much as you don't like to admit it, you are very good at thinking and pay attention to a big picture. And so placing people to watch big picture is a good skill to have.
it's true.
Okay.
And obviously, Bartos, you're leading the war.
And I think that's kind of something we need to address right out. As of right now, as of this council, we are at war.
You're
I would like
you're
to
the
make-
leader.
Well, I'll go start working on troops. And I just walk away.
Argus, please be here for just a moment.
What? We need troops.
We do. We absolutely do. And if you can build us troops, fan-fucking-tastic.
What
That's
if we
the
get
goal.
more artificery, tinkery people to give you an assembly line?
Yes.
You give them the plans, pass it down, and then you can make a bunch of them.
On
That's
that
the
note,
plan.
I would like to do my best to, as I obviously have previously appointed Illy a general, I would like a place to be there for each of you to be in charge of your own battalion, so to speak.
One more thing. Super important. I honestly think we should not let anyone else at the War Council besides Sulan know, because he's right here,
Hello.
that we have Volo and the others.
You have
Nation.
who?
They should not be at the War Council. We should definitely keep them
You
hidden,
have-
other than the person that we get help.
Didn't we
From-
invite them though?
We
Yeah,
did
I
actively
really
invite
would-
them to the council.
4 of them are corpses.
Yeah.
So we only have to convince Volo. But I think it's
Uh,
better if we don't, because if we tell people and then they tell their troops or whatever, and let's say you send some people on an espionage thing and they get captured and they get their minds read, I'd rather have those 5 be as secret as possible. Like if our minds get read, we're at the top and we deserve to get our plans taken if we're the ones that get fucked.
I'm pointing at the tattoo. Like,
that's what I'm saying, but there's somebody that we already know that could talk to us through this tattoo. So I would like to keep it limited to just us.
You all got great
Counterpoint.
tattoos.
We are bringing
You were
them
here
back
for
to
that.
this council to have somebody here revive them.
Yeah, I said other than the person we have revived them, but also doesn't Illy have like the aspect of life? Have we tried that yet?
No, we haven't tried that yet.
Volo speaks up. Kind of looks at you and goes, spitballing. What if I wiped all of your memories once the others were reincarnated or resurrected or whatever you're planning on doing, and then you wouldn't know?
We could do that.
We would
too.
still have our eyes in the mix and keep an eye on the plans and be aware of what to do, and we can deign our...
Better yet, can you just disguise your appearance? I don't feel like
Yes, but
anyone's going to like go out of
if
their
someone
way.
can read your minds already, you already know.
Yeah, no, but I mean like just for the councils, we don't have to go deleting everyone's memories. I don't want them thinking that we did something.
I will just not be here, and I'll just leave a little biddy up here that will watch,
Oh,
and
no,
I'll
that's
be
fine.
a resident.
I was, just trying to think ahead.
It's a good thought.
I do have a concern about that, in that you would make not like the bulk of the fighting force, but a solid
We'll be around and helping to fight and do those things, but we'll be...
Yes, of course.
Think of us as a mage, like a special forces unit.
Well, that's the thing, is we don't know you're there. We don't know we have you as
No,
this.
you just have to trust us.
So what if you left my mind intact?
My plans will likely change if I do not know about you, or at least one person.
Actually,
doesn't know about
no. Point to Argus. Leave his mind intact. He gets to know. The first 3 people Dandelion's going to look at is Tapartos, myself, and probably Ileana.
you. Yeah, that's true.
All right, so the fate of all 5 of us and the plans that come forth rely on Argus.
As someone that
I'm game.
literally
And
is
he waves his hand and
like
is gone. None of you have any recollection that Volo was ever there, except for Argus.
Or everybody, it's up to you
How
to
the
convince us that
turntables.
this matters.
All right.
I feel weaker and scareder for some reason. I don't know why.
I have no idea what we were talking about.
Me neither.
There's a brief gap in my memory.
No, me neither. Anyway, back to it. Point is, I would like each of you in charge of a specific role and a specific battalion. Finding a way in which you can each contribute your strength to the best of your ability, whether or not that is your tactician, your tactical mindedness, your brute
We just
power.
take over the same forces
whatever it is you need to do.
most of us took over in Broodhog.
Honestly, yes. Do everything you can to maximize it. You are my point people and the people I trust more than anybody else in this world. So I am asking you deeply and sincerely. I don't know how to do this all myself, and I do not want to do this alone. I know it's obvious, but help me. I will make decisions as I can, but I will depend on you, and I do.
I would like to personally request about half the troops I'm in charge of be warlocks, and the other half some of the most outlandish powers the Arcanist Magnate have to offer. It doesn't have to be like super powerful, but like the most off the beaten
wall,
path,
fucking
off
done.
off the beaten path
Well,
abilities.
we offered the Arcanus army, so we may not have magnates.
We might not.
Let's do
We
us
are
need
about
help.
to be.
Uh,
Brings me to my last point.
as a clarifying point, just about the Arcanus Magnate going forward, they are currently hunting for Olan.
Oh yeah.
And dealing with the home front because they're
Right.
still in disarray.
Zexum promised you forces for the final battle whenever you found that. Leomund. So Zexon promised you forces for that final battle, but not in the planning phase. That was what spurred them to be like, yo, you have an army without us, like use it, put it to use. Yes, continue. Sorry.
That being said, many of the people we have called today may or may not be able to contribute the full force of what we know they have. It is up to us to figure out how to sweeten the deal for them. I feel like a pretty sweet deal is promising that the world will not end. But finding any way we can to help, to incentivize, to offer our services, to do anything we can to try to get as much military and intellectual power as possible is going to be tantamount today. Yes, come on.
What else do we have to offer?
I don't know.
Like, we have us, this layer, and our
We
airship
really
is
have
gone.
money.
And so are our friends.
Yes. So I think finding either opportunity for favors, for offering compensation up front, anything we can think of, or just honestly, whoever's got a good relationship with somebody, beg. Either beg or leverage, manage, anything you can. Yes. Hold on.
No.
Mulan.
Sulan.
Many of us are coming to help you because you've helped us.
Debt's a huge.
It's not a debt. No, you don't. We don't owe you, as far as I'm aware. But you have.
Oh no, I mean like emotional debts, not like actual debts.
We want to help to save the world.
Well, thank you, Sulan. I think more than anything, I'm just paranoid and expecting the worst, I guess, because the worst, for some reason, always seems to find its way to follow us.
As
We
you
always
are saying this,
seem to overcome it.
a blue, almost like cyclical light starts to flash, like very like 1920s police siren light, but blue instead of red, starts to like light up and spin around the room, and you hear a voice that speaks out, one you've never heard before, that rings out and goes, "Greetings, visitors incoming. Shall I prepare for them?"
Yes.
Yes, please.
We
Wonderful.
have a talking lair.
And the teleportation circle that you all had entered the night before shifts slightly, and as it does, you see that it widens to accept like larger groups of individuals. There like railings appear around certain areas in it, and allies start to arrive.
Well, let's go greet our friends.
I was gonna do this at the top of the episode. Some bitch. You all have previously leveled up past the pyramid shenanigans, right?
Yes.
So why don't we take a trip around the table and update people, because we haven't done this in a while, of like where your levels stand, what you've multi-classed into, all those kinds of different nifty things. Remind people if you are one of those blessed with an aspect, which your aspects are, and all those fun things. Let's go with Dash first.
Mine's a weird one to start out with, because I'm different. Ryan Blackstrand, as many of you all want to know, level 19 swashbuckler rogue. No aspects, just a guy. Full 19 in rogue. I'm a level higher than the others because of weird dragon lair stuff. So, you know.
It do be like that. Hero.
Well, I'm Argus O'Bannon, the O'Bannon. As of right now, I'm sitting at Druid level 12 and Artificer level 6.
Perfect.
I do have an aspect. I've been told what it is, but I don't know what it does.
Oh yeah.
Aspect of creation.
The aspect
Yes.
of creation, yes.
Yes.
And much like Peter Quill on Ego, shit's gonna get weird.
Yes.
I think once you see, I have to put it into better wording, and I will do that after game tonight. But,
That's fair. Like I said, no pressure.
Probably don't need it tonight. So
No.
yeah, well, I will have it to you by next week for when shit starts like happening. Yes, Argus has the aspect of creation as of last week. Zach, I'm going to you next.
What's up, guys? Best Warlock here. Tumble. I am currently level 17 Warlock, level 1 Cleric. No aspect, but I have my own version of Godly Power where I fuse with my patron for Tumult Fusion, and I still have my arm of Shar that I sacrificed, and gives me some bonuses here and there.
Yeah. That actually came relevant for the first time in the very brief battle we had last week.
I'm also like 8 feet tall, and I grew like 4 feet.
Yep.
I still call Garagak Big Man.
Yep.
Even though he's very middle of the road. He's the exact center.
Tepartos.
All right. My name is Tepartos III. I am level 18. I have 16 levels in Life Cleric, 2 levels in Fighter. I currently possess a Blessing of the Stag as well as the Aspect of Death, which, as far as I can tell from our previous session, allows me mostly unmitigated, as far as I've been able to tell so far, unmitigated control over the undead, as well as other fun stuff.
This is true. Garagak. Coda Bear.
You're a
It's
smack.
your boy, Garagak here, level 18 Totem Barbarian, standing at the pinnacle of all aspects with the sun aspect. That is all.
You're also a werebear.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. You are absolutely
always
a werebear.
forget
I
I'm a
fully
werebear.
forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, every time.
I just thought he took no non-magical damage for no reason.
Yep.
Well, it's part of my totem bear, right? Like I just
Yeah,
I
it all just wraps
totally-
in.
Yeah.
I just trust Coda to do his own math at this point. I don't.
Yeah.
I know Allie's not here, but I feel like
I could pull them up real quick.
yeah. Give us
This will be
a
before
rundown.
a level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I'm
it'll
assuming
be
they're gonna
it'll be
stick to
wizard again for probably.
Unless they go fucking like warlock or some shit.
I think so because this will be 17 wizard, which is 9th level spells, and that's when shit gets.
Yeah,
Well, it'll be
yeah, you
18.
want that.
So Ileana is a level, it'll be 17 wizard, 1 cleric, we're assuming. Ileana also has the aspect of life.
Yes, which interacts with when she gives life to things.
That are dead.
In any not like if she heals, her stuff procs too, but anytime she gives life to things, there's benefits that come with that. That still doesn't feel right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I remember. All right, come on down, buddy. It's your time to shine.
Was that the cue?
That was the cue. You did it.
Sorry, I was sitting here like, does he want me to do something? I don't know. I'm back in the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Back, bitches.
And others.
And others. I
Guys,
know.
gals, and non-binary pals.
Fucking
Yep.
love that.
Everyone under the sun, every living being under the sun that has the capacity to watch this show, that does. I have returned.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Brown.
Yeah, I'm Kimber. I am playing Harlan Dino, returning as Harlan Dino.
Yes, you are.
Previously a Warlock Paladin, now solely a Paladin.
Boy, y'all, are we gonna be real happy for those auras to be back?
level 18, and as far as Harlan understands it, he doesn't understand it very well at this point. He embodies the aspect of loyalty.
Oh.
Yeah. And I
Nice.
assume, Alex, if you'll let me, I assume I'm one of the individuals appearing through this teleportation circle.
You are. Allow me to do some expo here. So as this teleportation circle expands itself and starts to rearrange itself, you do see the lights get a little bit brighter in this war room. The blues kind of fade. Go ahead.
Can I just be the one, like, in front of the portal, just be like, yep, right, come this way, as, like, someone none of these people have seen before? Like, all right, you sit here, and just, like, guiding them to places as this
Absolutely.
total fucking stranger.
Well, since I was told not to leave, I just sat down and started pulling shit out of my pouch, and I'm just clanging and banging.
Yeah, absolutely.
Working on a shield right now.
You all watch as the lights in this room get warmer. The kind of like blue light that had been in here prior from the previous inhabitant of this lair, the lights get a little bit warmer. Those kind of like soft lights that you find in like, this is really bad, this is my only connection point for this, a therapist's office.
That soft, comforting lighting.
Yeah. Fills
They
this
never
room.
turn on the big light.
Nope. And three individuals, my apologies, slowly appear in the portal. The first that you see is a dwarven gentleman. Smaller in stature, older in age, who appears and immediately vomits over the side of the railing, being very unused to teleportation traveling, who turns and looks and immediately locks eyes with Garagak and goes, "My boy!" and runs over and starts feeling, like, looks at you and realizes you're not wearing the chainmail shirt. And goes, "Well, where'd your armor go? I worked hard on that."
I just like reach into my backpack real quick and I pull it up. I'm like, yeah, it's right here. It was a little small, and I just kind of like put it on my head where it just does not go over my
Yeah.
shoulders. You know, it's just like a chainmail hood.
Right? I could have altered it for someone your size. I should have done that.
Yeah. I've kept
Well,
it
I'm
with me this
excited
whole
for
time, though.
war. That's very kind.
Yeah.
I'm very glad. Oh, it's good to see you. And he like jumps up and like very spryly for someone like his age and build is like up at your shoulder height and just grabs you in a big hug and is just like shaking.
Slap him up.
Yeah. The second to appear, a very elegant looking elven gentleman who steps forward, someone you've met previously, of course. Oh, besides Rhyme, yes. And maybe Argus was there for. No. Nope. Neither of you have met him. So for those of you who've not seen him, this very, very, very lovely, gentle-looking elven gentleman walks through, and he's, "Oh, it's so wonderful to see you all again. Oh, new friends. Oh, I am very delighted to be here. Oh, look at you!" And go and like start like looks at the podcast. My, look at you, and like reaches up at like his full height to like pinch your cheek and just, "Oh, you're looking so good," and just like keeps moving around the room greeting people.
Reach down and give him, like kiss on both cheeks.
Darling, where's my
You hear
hat?
the voice,
Have you seen my hat?
and appearing last out of the portal,
Yeah.
one Harlan Dino.
Appearing last out of the portal, Moog, Harlan's late.
Yeah. He looks, for those of you who have seen him before, he looks pretty different. His hair's grown out significantly. Before he wore rough clothing. Now he wears full armor that is well made and expensive, though still carrying the practicality to it. He carries a greatsword slung on his hip and kind of comfortably held across his back. The hair, for the first time you've ever seen it, is without a hat and loose and long and brown and kind of grown in a little weird. And where there was a rough cloth eye patch before, there is a dull kind of glow where an eye would be. Almost this kind of soft gold, and it still looks like there's a wound there, the jagged hole where an eye would be, but there's definitely just a gold glow. And as he comes into the room, oh my God. Well, I said it the first time I met you, and I think it's only right I say it again. You all look like the sorriest lot I have ever seen. Who are
It's
the...
good to see you again too.
I just
I'm
like
gonna kneel
That's
down.
rude.
Dino. Smoke him.
Same.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, it's good to see you, friend.
Rhyme, Argus, Harlandino, aka Tapartos' spiritual weapon.
Bang,
That's
bang,
why you
bang.
look familiar to me.
Fuck! What? Oh, hi.
I mad
Bang,
dog to
bang,
Partos
bang.
with my eyes for a second. We're gonna
Your
have words.
eye.
We're gonna have. There's two
There's
now.
only one now.
There's two. You see that?
I see something else over here. This is an eye.
Don't question me. We're gonna have words about this.
I didn't question it.
Then I'm gonna walk over
I
and
summon my
whisper
spiritual
and be like,
weapon,
"Hey,
which is just a U
on.
rigid floating in the air.
Wow. I have no. I should have expected this. Yes. Of course.
I've
I have
seen
no
you not
apologies.
hit several enemies.
Well,
I don't
hopefully
think
that
I've
will
ever
change.
hit with you.
I'm very.
Ever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just like down low, Sulong.
We're good.
Yep, slap.
I see that. Garagak, Partos, Tumult, Billy. Where's Lysander and Danuk? Are they here?
oh,
This is a war council, yes? Shouldn't they be here?
no, come here."
He wasn't. Yeah.
That's your last captain, the pair of those.
Yes, yes.
I'm gonna grab Harlan and go and inform them what has happened.
Does that jar anything for Gargak hearing the name?
Bro.
Roll a history check.
We've also had the name come up before.
Correct.
Yeah, but the fuck
Has
is a
we?
nuke?
Yeah, but from like a direct and like trusted friend to like
Yeah.
shift the things.
I think Tumult pulling
18
him
for a
away.
+0, not bad.
18. That's not bad, but it's not good enough.
Unlucky.
Yeah. You definitely it
yeah.
definitely like pulls your heartstrings a little bit, but you're not sure why.
I don't know why, and I don't remember the original run with them. I just know that they are in my notes, and that's why I remember that person. As for Lysander, that's a Garagak problem. I don't know. He's going to deal with it.
Where's Lysander?
The
They
captain
ran off.
defected to the other side.
Yes, they
What?
are currently with Xerxes. They ran off with their brother when we had them captured.
Oh,
It's fine. We have rhyme.
Hello.
And-
I
And
saw
I
reason.
that.
love rhyme.
We have rhyme and reason.
What? Is that just? Are you fucking with me? Is it?
No, that is literally their name and their.
No, my
Twins'
sister
name.
should be here in a few minutes.
Tumult, please. We have to stop picking up strange people. Just like this is difficult to do already. We have to.
We
have
picked
people
you
we
up!
trust.
Have
I-
you met us? They
I was
literally found me after they broke a bell tower in Nightstone.
This was so much easier when I was getting paid.
Oh, you can get paid for this.
We'll pay you in a
He,
not
like, looks
destroyed
up.
world.
Yeah, you can get
We'll
paid
pay
for
you in
this.
trident layers, obviously.
Nobody
I
pays me.
also
in
have
gum.
to inform you that I have signed you up for a job you're going to absolutely hate.
No. What's the job?
Oh, you're in charge of all information control.
We will talk about this at the war council.
Speaking of money, he goes to the whole group now. The one that a mutual friend left me with some of this money that I used partially for my own benefit. Those of you who don't know, this is my husband, Zagran.
Hello.
And we used a good chunk of it, but this, and he pulls a portable hole out.
Just kind of like walks over to Sagrin. What was the appeal? Like, honestly,
Sagrin-
you could do so well.
Sagrin turns, makes direct eye contact with you. Stares for like a pointedly long time. Winks once, and then turns back to the party.
I knew it.
Just a gentle shoulder pat. Like,
Harlan will put a portable hole down on the table filled with, what did we say? 1 million gold is what's left after? Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, look, your payment.
This is rightfully towards the efforts that we endeavor.
He's gonna need it.
Thank you. Truly, thank
I
you.
mean, Argus.
So I
You're
reopened
gonna need a
the
lot more
fucking
spare parts.
party loot thing for the first time in a while, and I have like the stuff Lysander has, the bag of holding on the ship. I guess these don't exist on the ship anymore. But in the party's possession is the mithril spear tip that we got from the Feywild.
Oh, fucking right, that thing.
Mama Bear's fancy superpower mirror is how I have that written down, and 1 million gold.
Love it.
Kind of realizing now that people are starting to show up, I'm going to walk off for a second and use sending on a particular person for Tapartos.
He gets to walk off now?
I'm not walking out very far. I just walk off to the corner of the room. I'm not leaving the room.
I'm sorry, what did you say about me?
Nothing out loud.
I heard
Max
Taparto.
said that he is calling someone special for Tapartos.
You send the message. What is?
Obviously to
I'm gonna go get a
Tapartos'
drink.
obviously to Tapartos' grandma because he
Yes.
still doesn't know that I called them,
Yes.
and I'm gonna ask her to come quicker than usual because I want them to have the reunion before everyone else gets here and it becomes hectic. Because Tapartos is gonna break down for a minute, and
Yes.
some people don't need to see that.
Yes. The message is received, but there's not a response from the other end.
That's fine, as long as they have received it.
Yes. The rest of you,
Go ahead.
I would say, the rest of you are in this war room.
I start
is-
packing up my gears and bits and pieces, and I'm like, fuck you all. And I go off to whatever workshop I have.
Just let him go.
Okay.
I like
Hi,
I
Argus.
like that one.
This is him contributing to the work council.
Hey, he's giving you a run for your money, Tumult.
For what? Walking away?
Contributing or lacking. I missed railing on. you, is what
I
I'm
don't think
saying.
you've met Argus. Argus is.
You
going
can't
to-
talk about missing railing another man right in front of me. It's rude.
I'm really not gonna get into this with you right now.
I mean, Sagrin, if it makes you feel better, I called you
Gentle,
first.
under the arm,
twice.
hand out to Sagrin. Like,
I'm going. No, never mind. Never mind.
It's like, Sagrin, I called you first. Twice.
This is true. This is true.
I
I'm more
volunteered your husband
personable
for
of the
work.
two of us. This is true.
This is your fault. You let your warlock go.
Oh.
Kimber immediately regrets decision to rejoin campaign.
No, that's Harlan. Listen, darling,
Oh.
if you're
Speaking
the
of
one who knew more about this aspect thing than I did when we decided to do this. So I just
that was the next question.
Yeah.
We were told you were given one by a Grim.
you don't see
believe?
this. And he points to where his
Oh no,
I-
we see it. Do you know how to use it?
done some experimenting with Sagrin's help.
Oh. Oh.
Better than the Barthos.
I just go God mode. And angrily
Yay!
look at Tumult.
It only took one try.
I am suddenly wreathed in dark shadows and necrotic energy.
Well, for your common knowledge, because, information control, aspect of death, pointing it to Partos, aspect of life, pointing at Ileana, aspect of overpowered sun bullshit, Garagak. Don't know what he does yet, pointing at Argus.
I'm not here.
Not him, or pointing at the door that Argus went
Towards
out
Argus.
according to the room
Uh,
that has Argus written on the door.
of. Recently received one, don't remember what it's called. And
And I'm just a guy.
just a guy. Don't need an aspect, or don't have an
I
aspect.
am also just a guy.
No, you are
Hello.
Sulan.
You guys are our guys.
Oh, you're Sulan. They told me stories about you.
You're
I
Sulan.
wonder.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well.
So
Well, I'm just so happy to see you
I-
guys again.
I don't. I am happy to see you all again, but you have to. Why did this happen? What did you-
Are we going to want to do this one by one, or just wait till everyone's here and give
Yeah.
a
I think
full
we should
load?
wait.
We're just gonna go over.
For the council. Everything.
Put it
will be
this way,
covered in the council.
and I put my hand on his shoulder. You get to make fun of us and have it actually be useful.
Sure. Do I get to go back to not having god powers after this is done? Or...
Oh no, you get. Well, I mean, we'll see.
We really don't know anything about the aspects other than that magic went fucky, mass weapon went off and the dragons begin felling. So you got
And-
dragon magic.
I'm
Ooh.
assuming Illy's the only one in the room with over 20 passive perception, so Ilyana would see the creepy little smile on my face for half a second.
We have a plan. Yes.
Let's go,
I
Jack.
win.
What?
Oh God, I'm not paying attention to the roll 20. What's happening? God
And
damn.
then
Wait, what? Why are you?
Hold on, glad you wasted a
overperforming,
crit.
Kara?
Oh, there's more. That's my first roll of the day.
Oh, my God.
There's always more.
that's your second roll of the day.
Yeah,
You
it's
had a
just
history
saying
check
there's
right
literally an
before.
18
Yeah,
history
you're
about
right.
that crit.
Ignore that. Don't look at that.
Volo pops in and erases your memories of that,
Yeah.
then pops back out.
I'm no one. Good way.
It's nice to meet you, sir. Farewell.
Oh, you as well. You never remember me. Goodbye.
Also, Harlan,
Yes?
I'm going to pull you off to the corner of the room. I'm going to pull a book out, and I'm going to say, I'm going to need you to tell me every single spell you know.
Every single spell I know?
Yep.
The book itself is this massive, like, ancient, like, dried, cracked leather bound tome.
Listen, Tumult, I recently have just expedited myself from the service of an unknowable entity that ruined my memory and life. So could you possibly explain what the hell this is about before I write anything down in your creepy book?
You don't have to write anything down, actually. All I have to have you do is fail this check. Then I put my hand to his forehead.
Why?
Are you doing telepathicus majoris?
I am doing telepathic.
Whoa.
I already don't trust you. Again, Jack,
so both of us are
just
going-
back to not trusting you. Great. What do I need to roll?
It's like nothing has changed.
Yeah, no, you
so-
don't. You were not here for how much more evil and conniving Tumult got over the last few months.
Yeah.
Kimber, it'll be a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
I didn't test out my rolls working. The 29.
Ooh.
That saves.
Yeah. All you feel, Harlan, when this happens is like the brief tap of your forehead, and then like, you know when you have one of those thoughts, like you're trying to remember something very specific, like the name of a song or like the name of an actor you saw in a movie once, and it's like right on the tip of your tongue.
Yes.
You feel that feeling like a dozen times in quick succession, and then everything fades away. It's not painful, it's not harmful, it's not.
Really gonna waste more spell power in one day on this? This is annoying.
If you just listen to me and
I told you
trust
to
me
fail
like
it.
a friend,
This is gonna be extremely faster than me explaining it to you. I absolutely promise. This
Tell
will
me
be
why. Tell me
instantly
why.
faster. I'm going to share 2 years worth of memories with you, and you're gonna do the same with me.
Okay. if my soul is signed away to something evil, or you
No,
use
mine
this
is.
to murder me later, like you almost did a Groothog, I'm going to murder you.
If I was going to murder you, I wouldn't have to
You're
use this
alive.
book.
Go ahead. I'll fail the save.
Do it again.
Okay. So instantly, you remember every detail of Tumult's life for the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
can see
you, right.
all of my problems.
So at some point between this week and next, y'all connect on a message and transfer spells and whatever y'all figure out with this. I will leave that to the two of you. About this time, the blue light again. Stepping through the portal this time, as the portal is drastically larger than before. You see many large individuals, ranging from 7 to 9 feet tall, all relatively broad-shouldered. They're tall. Embrace it. They're big.
stepping through this
So
portal.
that was just the face of like, it could be either like, oh, this is really exciting, or oh god, this is horrifying, either end of that spectrum.
Right. And the first person you see stepping out is someone that some of you in the party have met before, but not everyone. An old, well-experienced Furbolg woman. Bartos, you are looking into the eyes of your grandmother. Now, what did I tell you?
Ta-da!
You were supposed to check in. You were supposed to be here. You said you'd come and visit, and you never. And she walks over, and she immediately like looks at you, and goes, "You've been eating well." Like glances up and down at you, and then like reaches up and pinches your cheeks. Oh, and your head comes down. She like pulls you in for a hug. There, buddy. It's okay. We're here to help. We're saving the world or something, right?
Of a walk over to Partos. I knew you would cry. I told you you'd cry. You're welcome, buddy. Don't say I never do anything for you.
Tapartos, you are immediately swarmed by dozens of your family members.
I just dissolve. And in the process of doing so, I would like to also hit Tumult with Harlandino.
With the Harlandino that was previously summoned.
I won't even try to dodge it.
Sagrin, why are you lifting me up? Sagrin, put me down.
The entire Tapartos clan
You take 9 damage.
That's fine.
is here, and they are here to help.
I don't. I don't understand. You died.
Hey,
We already explained this.
I thought it was cryptic from the grave speech.
No, it was just me talking to you.
you peeked.
Nope, nothing.
Hey, blue light thing.
Yes.
Can you make whoever teleports next go to the main lobby for now? The grand entrance hall.
I suppose. May I
Kind
ask
of
why?
amazed to get. We can also send Tapatos and his family to his room to chat.
You're all alone.
I can expand the size of his room to accommodate more individuals if that would be required.
Very much so.
Master Tapartos III, is this okay with you?
Yeah.
It is done. And you see that there's a single word added to the nameplate on your door. It is the Tapartos tribe.
It just starts sobbing again.
Well, we're gonna go catch some Z's. It was an early morning. But you tell us how we can help you save the world. I'll hang out here just for the War Council. But
Bartos, you can go with your family for a bit. I asked them to come early so you could get this out.
I want to catch up with you. And I want to understand how this happens.
Tapartos, you go and spend a few moments reconnecting with your family that you have not seen in a very long time.
That was a lot of really big Fairbolgs.
It's Tapartos' family that he's thought has been dead since I met him. Even though we literally met them in the Chaos Plane.
Interesting. That's got to be a bit
Chaos
dramatic.
Plane's a different place.
Yeah, he thought they were dead, and then they said they'll be back on the Prime Material and will talk to us later, and he didn't believe them.
I mean, it's a little funky if you're facing down death every day and you just kind of assume.
But that's why I thought it'd be really funny to bring him back now. And he didn't believe me when I said I had a surprise that would make him cry.
I'm sorry. Rhyme, is it?
Yes.
Who are you?
A perfect
Just
replacement.
a
for
guy.
you. They're better to quip with.
The short version, Ryan Blackstrand, mighty pirate, my sister and maybe the rest of my crew will be, well, not my crew, I just work. Rest of the crew I traveled with previously. I woke up in a closet in this dragon's lair because I was off searching for the chosen ones to see what they were doing. I thought they were bad guys. We had bets. Turns out they're the good guys, and now I'm saving the world. So, hello.
You know, I think we probably have more in common than myself with anyone else in this.
Yeah, I signed up to just figure out what these lot were doing. I expected to die. I was abducted by a dragon to maybe become taxidermy, and now I'm here.
Hey, I got
Surrounded
hired.
by demigods.
I got hired to
Almost
find them,
certainly for
and
taxidermy.
I got hired to find them, and now I am also a demigod. Yes.
You got paid? I mean, I get cut in, but I'm not like paid like an intern or anything like that.
I did. Yes.
I did get this cool tattoo out of it, so there's that at
Your
least.
first intern.
No.
Me? Absolutely.
Gum
not.
Gum was
No,
the
Gum Gum was
was
your
our
first intern.
Gum Gum was our
Literally
first
paid
person
him.
to be
I'm,
paid with us.
I'm offended that the mercenary leader hired by Moog is seen as an intern, but that's fine. We'll talk about that later.
There's a very
You seem like an upstanding fellow, Rhyme.
That is up for debate.
Yep. All right. Sorry, Alex.
no, it's okay. There's a few brief moments before the blue light spins once again, stepping through the door this time. Because it's when you speak about a devil, they do appear. A tiefling, looking similar to Rhyme, but more feminine, walks through the door. Light, like pink coloration, right? Or is it like a lavender?
She's like lilac lavender in color.
Yeah.
A couple shades lighter than Rhyme. She also has the curly kind of ram horns. Hers are a little bit smaller. And she has a short cropped bob kind of swept into like an emo swoop. Is wearing a white, like off the shoulder peasant blouse, corset, and like pants and boots. Has a charm about her.
Walks in. She's one of those people that immediately demands your attention when she walks in the room. Not because she acts out, but just because she does. She has one of those presences that draws you in. She walks in, she goes, well, if you were choosing a lair, you could have chosen a less dreary one.
I almost died here. I earned this place.
That's your fault.
Well, I'm not
assuming
seeing you
the fun
captured
one.
by any dragon lords or anything.
I wouldn't be stupid enough to get captured in the first place.
Wow, that is so correct, but also thought out.
All right. I've never met any of you in this room before besides my dear brother Rhyme.
It's at this point the door just bangs open, and I come out, and I've got this new shield, and I'm like, somebody hit me!
Immediately, you are stabbed with a rapier. Like, it comes barreling at you.
Perfect.
There.
As a reaction,
a sword too.
as a reaction, immediately after being hit by a melee attack, I expend one of the shield's charges and
don't
push
hit
the
her.
attacker 15 feet away. And how
does
this
it.
happens, there is a giant hammer on the face of the shield. The shield just kind of springs open, and this hammer rears back and smacks them
It's like a
and just
cartoon.
pushes them back 15 feet.
I expected it to open and it's just a boxing glove on
Yeah.
a spring.
I should have gone with the boxing glove, but the hammer was in my
Oh,
head
yeah.
first.
Absolutely. I love it. Reason being extremely, like, jump scared by you, essentially, as the door comes smashing open, turns and hears, hit me! She goes, okay! And just boom, goes to stab you, hits you. The hammer hits her. She goes careening back 15 feet, kind of smashing into the rail of the walkway from the teleportation circle. And she looks at you just like from the ground, like, Rhyme, what the actual fuck?
The
That's
shield
obvious.
closes and the hammer withdraws, and I'm like, it works! And then I go right back into the room and slam the door behind me.
That's August. I don't know why
Chaos
you chose to
gremlin.
do that. You thought I was the idiotic one.
rolling on the ground laughing.
I think Harlan is standing next to Thagrin, just kind of shoulders slumped a little.
This is such a different brother relationship than I had previously.
Yes. Sagrin puts his arm around you and goes, you missed it. Don't lie to me.
We left
You know you did.
a quiet life on a vineyard.
One where you were incredibly bored.
I could wake up in the morning and read, Thagrin. Read.
Oh,
No
you're
one
reading.
reads anymore. It's the modern era.
You're just gonna read something you don't want to read anymore.
Yep. This is a private conversation, Tubbo.
I go over and help her up.
Have I
Yes.
ever
He's
listened
delightful.
to you?
So introductions. The red-eyed one who's been sobbing is our new my new captain. You still have.
He's not. To be fair, Tabardos is not in the room. Tabardos is in his room with his family right now.
No,
there'll
I'm
be.
still there.
Yeah.
There's going to be a tall one. Looks like he's been sobbing uncontrollably. He has been. He's the new the new sort of my captain. I don't know. It's weird. He doesn't want to
Your
be captain. That's Tapartos. The tiny one with the spring hammer. That was Argus. He's the embodiment of chaos, and I absolutely love him. This big man here. He's big man. He's kind of most average. Is Geragak. Lovely little. Barbarian of sorts. Many brain cells in that big smart brain of his. That blue one who's sulking over there in the corner is Tumult. Okay. And then that blue one who just looks happy to be here is Ileana, and she's an absolute delight. She commands corpses. They're all wonderful people.
You must be the fun one.
What about Bubba?
Oh, and the dead-eyed boy back there is our new lieutenant.
Bubba standing behind Ileana just looks up and goes and just stares blankly directly at Reason, unblinking, unfazed, just stares.
We're pretty sure he's
Like full
cursed, but now
Death
he
Knight
works
armor,
for
right?
us, so there's that.
So we're here for a war council? Because you're saving the world or something with...
Yep. Oh no, the world's falling apart. Magic's all fucky-wucky. We hyper-powered up a god, and now we're gonna fix it.
So there's a correction to your statement. We're saving the world, and you're included. You're here. You can back out, but I don't think you want to. You seem like you enjoy a lot of fun.
I'm going to ask you a point-blank question. I would like you to answer with the just most severe of honesty.
Me or...
No.
Oh, right.
That one.
Mm-hmm.
He points at Tumult. What in the absolute fuck seems fun about any of what you've been going through?
A lot of it.
You have problems, you should seek professional help.
Did you not just see the man just run through here and hit you in the face with a hammer shield?
Not fun!
Kind of lean over to Tumult. I'm actually the fun one.
Sometimes.
Hey. Right.
Reason just turns and looks at you, Rhyme, and just has the most shit-eating grin on her face. Like, uh-huh.
I just kind of look at Ryan and be like, yeah, it doesn't feel good, does it? You threw shade like I was sulking. I was rolling on the floor laughing that your sister got hit in the face with a hammer from Argus. You knew not to hit him.
His credit. You do have constant sulk face.
Yeah, resting sulk face.
Most of the time, yeah.
I think
You
the
wanna go
majority
through-
of us have resting sulk face.
Like, as you said, a lot of what we've done through is not always the best, but you gotta enjoy the good parts of it. And this is gonna be fun.
I was
Sure,
almost
go ahead.
taxidermied by a dragon, so everything else has been sunshine and rainbows.
I guess it does matter on perspective. Again, this light starts spinning. People are starting to roll in quickly at this point. You see coming through next is Elgant with two other of the druids that you had met far, far previous. Way back in the Goldenfield days.
Chaos Golden Field days.
Yes, they walk through. They give you a humbled wave. Harlan, your second in command, I can never remember the name of.
Telmandino.
Talman. Talman is not joining you because you stepped back in. He is whatever you say the dogs are doing is what the dogs are doing.
I thought he was under these guys'. I thought he was doing what these guys wanted.
So he was, and then you reappeared. So they've been working with Moog for this entire time, like helping rebuild the city and those kinds of things.
We
Alex,
kept forgetting the dogs existed, so we never told them to do anything, so they worked with Moog.
If you'll allow me, Alex, I think the way I'm approaching Harlan with this is he does not want that. He wants the dogs to be their separate entity, and he is not taking
Fair enough.
control of
They
them.
can just continue working for Moo.
Yep, they are whatever Telman wants to do with them. They're
Perfect.
Yep.
The next person to walk through the portal after that is Mook. Kind of
I'm
like
just gonna
walks in.
show them to Tapartos' room. Go that way.
She kind of nods in appreciation, but goes, "It's fine, really."
Oh, you don't want to meet the family. You're perfect.
I want to give him time to be with them and not have to try to focus on both parties at once. You've never really had a loving relationship before, have you?
No, I just like messing with him.
So
Yeah,
that's no.
I don't. So I'll be out here waiting for the War Council where we determine the fate of the world. Now, correct me if I'm
Mook's
wrong.
tongue get fixed?
Huh?
Did
She
Mook's
did
tongue-
just blatantly speak out loud to you. yes.
Okay. Because she couldn't. She only
Correct.
talked to Tapartos because it was the sending stone, so it was internal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is the first time anyone's heard Mook speak.
That is correct. I was curious if anybody was going to pick up on that.
whoa.
Lovely.
Oh, shit.
Argus didn't know.
Yep.
Neither does Rhyme. I just pointed it out.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's only one party that was invited that is not currently here.
I don't remember the list I sent you.
There's one that I invited that's not here.
Yeah, it's like I know there's that one, but I don't know if we missed anyone else. Oh, I have to go back in our conversations.
Did Mama Bear join?
Mama
The
Bear,
Druids?
Mama Bear and the Druids, thank you.
The
Yep.
Valenor
I invited them.
family, Garagax Taylor,
Ah, I did invite the Taylor.
I did forget
Mama
about
Bear,
all
Because
these
I
and
things.
Lysander.
face hearted the
family.
Taylor, and I don't know what
Valenor.
happened.
Who the fuck is Valenor? Valinor.
I
Zycor.
forgot his name. Yeah, Zycor's family.
Right.
The fucking Bayou boys.
Yes. They're gonna tie down on the Creole area. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Alex, don't forget
Thank
about
you.
the caterers too and the bartenders.
Oh man, yeah, so many things. So the next person to walk through is someone none of you have met in person, who walks in kind of eyeing everyone in the room suspiciously. This is a member of the relatively extended Valinor family. If Zycor were here, he'd recognize this as one of his cousins, who has been sent as the
Liaison.
Yep,
Yes, sir.
that'll work. Thank you. Emissary was the word I was looking
Emissary.
for.
Yeah.
Of the Valinor family, who just kind of walks in, kind of takes this all in with like this very hodgepodge throw together group of individuals that are in this room, and just kind of takes a long look around. So this is the War Council, is it?
Yep. Did I contact Sagarin about this, or did someone else contact?
I believe you contacted Sagarin, who contacted the Valinor family.
Sagarin, is this? I'm assuming their representative then.
Not someone that I've met before, no. But aren't you fascinating? He just kind of like nods cordially at this individual who's walked in, who just kind of looks around and goes, "We do expect to be paid."
That can definitely be arranged once we determine what or if you're doing anything for this council, and we'll discuss pricing at that point afterwards.
Reasonable. Turns and kind of like walks just briefly off the platform and then kind of leans, arms crossed against the wall, just watching everyone in this room.
How do we know that family again, Sagrin?
That was the annoying one's family. When Tumult went away after we went away, I guess there was.
Harlan never met that person.
Yep.
Who that person is?
That is why I continued my explanation. I guess when we went away, Tumult was dealing with the whole grieving of trying to kill his friend thing, and so there was this whole journey to find the dragons and this whole spattering.
My guess is you lot probably know them through some mercenary networks.
Or your father,
Yeah.
right, Sagrin? No,
We-
no.
My way was much more fun and didn't involve him, but yes.
I think we should keep an eye on him.
I agree, but I also think that if there's ever a room of people that I would want to be in with someone that I didn't fully trust, it is this room with these people.
You know how it goes. I just pat him on the shoulder.
Yeah. A brief moment after the Valenor representative walks in, there's another flash, and you hear, "You stupid fucking kid, listen to me, why don't you? Come on!" And like walking through, and you see that Mama Bear like walks in through the teleportation circle, dragging fucking Eagle's Claw, I believe it was, through the portal. And just kind of looks, and following close behind, there is another dwarvish gentleman who walks in. One you recognize to the party. This is Gungrar.
In Hawkseye? The oldest?
Hawkseye, yes.
I think the oldest, unless I don't have them in order, is Wolfclaw.
Wolfclaw is the oldest of all the kids. Hawkseye is the oldest girl. Bearfang is the middle boy. Oleander is the youngest girl. Snakeroot is the youngest boy. And then Lion's Courage is a druid child that I have written. I don't know why they're just druid child, but they're druid
No,
child.
I mean they're definitely in.
Because they wanted to. He was the one that showed the interest in.
Oh, okay. Wanted
Like,
to train
particularly
to be a
in the
but
druid,
is
yeah.
also an.
Yes.
So this would be the oldest one. Say that one more. Who's the oldest kid? We haven't talked about the kids.
Wolfclaw.
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 We haven't talked about the kids in forever, man. That's
We have not.
fucking crazy.
Ah, it's Wolfclaw.
So
Thank
Wolfclaw gets kind of tossed in as Mama Bear walks in. This little motherfucker wouldn't stay at home and listen to me. Climbed in and Gungrar here's back. This fucking kid.
Can't blame a young kid wanting to be a leader.
He's like 9.
That is like a 15-year-old boy.
Yeah, he is. He is absolutely not 9. Absolutely, you are correct.
Just run
Like
over,
that was intentional.
Oh, I know.
run over and just give him a big old hug. Oh, it's good to see you.
he
We
hugs
could
you back.
not get into chuts with you for a while.
Oh, it's been intense,
Oh,
to say the least. But this is correct. I did sneak in with Gungrar's things.
That's fine.
This fucking man. He's got potential.
right?
Garagak, you do see your mother standing ahead of you.
All right. Give mom a big old hug.
Alright. She gives you a big ol' hug right back. So it's wartime, huh?
I'm gonna sneak
Yeah.
into Departos' room and warn him that everybody's here now.
Perfect. You do get that notification.
Guys, I
Right.
think we're
I
playing
will-
war.
I will pull myself together and find my way outside of the room.
Open the door, immediately burst into tears again, seeing Moog.
You do see Moog standing outside of your door waiting for you.
Strength and resolve, strength and resolve. Giving him a pat on the back.
Hi.
He just grabs you and pulls you in for a hug. Doesn't say words, just hugs you. I missed you too. Garagak, your mom continues saying, all of these things happening relatively simultaneously in quick succession. Your mom continues, now boy, you know we ain't playing at war, right?
Oh, I thought we were all getting together to play war.
No,
I brought my dice
No.
and
there
everything.
is no play.
Oh,
No.
well.
Oh, my boy.
Why does no one ever want to play board games with me?
I will gladly play board games with you.
Oh,
We've
okay.
After
never
we go
asked
to
any of
war.
us to play with you other
I've
than to play
asked other
cards.
people to play games.
No,
with
you
me.
asked us to play cards.
That's not true.
That's
I
not
asked,
a board game.
Oh, we're playing cards?
No.
No,
Oh, yeah,
we are
we
not.
want to play cards. I got some decks.
No. I
No?
expressly forbid it.
Like,
Oh.
lean over to Reason. That one has like 3 decks of many. They're all different.
Holy shit.
I know!
I need one. I'm not leaving without one.
They're pretty
I hear that. No.
Why
You
would you
you assuredly do not hear the rogue and the bard talking to each other quietly.
Fine.
There is no shot.
Valid. Very
No
valid.
Who have also probably some form of twin speak.
Right, yeah. Those two talking to each other is the scene from Austin Powers where he's talking to his dad in like the real thick slang that nobody has any idea what the fuck's going on. It's just that.
So I asked BB to play board games with me.
You
And
did.
then a card game.
Yep.
And then they left. And then
Yep.
That go.
That is fair.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll reword
We
that.
could
You
have
never,
reached out to BB.
never asked me. I
That's valid.
specifically chose not to.
You're always too busy with your
On
notes.
principle of he doesn't respond to any messages I send him anyway.
True.
Pretty sure he doesn't like us.
Sweetie, we're going to war. Not the game. The battles.
Oh,
Life or death.
okay.
Did you
Good
really
first
not?
battle.
It's
Huh?
your what?
No, this will be my first war.
This is
Your first war, sure. Your first battle, absolutely not. I've
yeah,
watched you
no.
kick wholesale ass many times.
Yeah, I fought quite a few people. Yeah.
Didn't
Okay.
you all do a siege?
No.
It's like a diet
Nope.
wall.
No.
We don't talk about that.
I
It's a
would
tough
like
subject.
I would like to
Right.
interject here with that. I don't think ignoring that day will ever do any of us any amount of good.
we're not gonna
It
ignore
happened.
It's been doing great for me.
You did take part in a siege, yes, Garagak. I was there.
Harlan,
I think it's.
we're working on him with it, okay?
I understand. Trauma's a difficult thing.
Not that kind of trauma.
I'm very confused.
There's another and final flash in the room as the teleportation circle activates one last time. The first thing you see is an almost shaking and vibrating with excitement smaller frame that comes careening into the room through this portal. My brother, my brother, my brother, my brother, my brother!
Taylor.
What?
The
No, the Taylor absolutely is not showing up.
Cool. I wanted to
He
make
promised
sure.
he would. He is not coming.
Your Taylor lied to you.
I was really hoping he would.
Damn it.
We need Dapper.
He's a Taylor.
Can you show up later to make us Dapper?
I fake
suits?
carded that Taylor though.
You did fake card that Taylor.
Might not even be just Taylor no more. That could be like super
Yeah.
ultra mega chicken god Taylor. I don't know.
Yep.
Might. You never know.
But this small Furbolg girl comes running in. Small for a Furbolg child. But runs in. My brother, my brother, my brother. No, 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 no. Points up at Departos. You're big. No, no.
Dandelion?
This is Dandelion, Lysander's younger sister. Followed immediately by two other forms.
Oh, this is the first time you're all meeting Lysander's family because he went alone.
Yeah.
And so, for an average note, think of the Weasleys. They all look very similar. So you probably see Lysander in every single one of them.
Yep. But by that same token, you also see Dianthos.
Like actually here.
I'm still by the portal, right?
Breathe. It is not Dianthos in person.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Oh
God.
yeah. It'll
I
literally
thought
be
you meant
on
Dianthos
site.
was here.
No, I did that on purpose. That was
Yeah.
intentional.
Blatantly see our entire
Listen.
party murder somebody that just came through the
Yeah.
portal.
I just saw
Um,
red. I'm gonna be completely
Yeah. You see a gentleman that is older but doesn't look it to the full extent that he would. Lysander's father walks in this room, and it is that moment of similar height, similar build, similar facial structure ticks in your mind.
Y'all see Dianthos, and then you see wrinkles in a beard and go, wait.
I'm
Yep.
going to teleport over in front of Garagag and just kind of put myself between them.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'll just like
Yeah.
look at him. And then like smell him a bit.
Different smells.
And
I'm
it's kind of
full firefly.
You
just kind of nod and
Roll a
put my
perception
camera
check.
back. Me?
roll a perception check. Yeah, you.
Real bad.
Yeah. Different smells. Different smells.
Kind of look up at him. You gonna be okay? I promise it's not him. I didn't call him.
Oh wait, don't I get advantage on smell since I'm a werebear
You do.
with my perception? Right?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, sure, go
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah. I mean, I only have a +2, but oh fuck. Yeah, how about that 9 though?
Different smells. Different smells.
Yeah.
Same smells.
Yeah.
At this point, sorry to interrupt.
No, you're
The
good.
door opens again, and a cloud of black powder smoke just rolls out of the room. And as it starts to dissipate, I step out again, look around, and as soon as I see Father, the gun's up and out.
Argus!
First,
not the
the
same
first time, I would say the first time, as soon as the gun is pointed, he looks at you. I would highly suggest you put that gun down, or I
I
will
guess it's not.
make you.
As soon as I saw down the barrel and I saw the wrinkles, because I
Yeah.
have a fairly high
But it's-
perception.
He reacted similar to you of, hey, this dude just popped out, pointed a gun at me. I'm telling him to stand the fuck
Yep.
down before shit gets heated.
I
Is this what we are to expect from the friends of my son?
please.
We're gonna start with that.
Misclick.
I'm the one who called you. No, sorry, Bartos. We'll start with this in a second. But
It is complicated.
Dandelion speaks up. Yes, this is the one that told me that Lysander needed our help, and that we would meet up and we were going to go save the world with Lysander.
Told
What
his
you said.
family.
I did not.
I'm like staring daggers at Tumult with that.
I did
I am
not.
too, you motherfucker.
You
First
told
off,
his
you know
family.
damn well that I would not be that stupid.
You told a young girl that that you were a friend of her brother and you needed help.
That is it.
Yep, and that's what she is here for.
Tumult, you're not allowed to talk to any of our families anymore. I think that's like we can
Staring at
agree on that.
Harlan. Harlan,
Agreed.
I don't want to hear that from you. You don't even speak to your us. Sagrin, you're a lovely individual, and we will continue to conversate
I
in the
don't-
future.
I don't have the means. He does. I would have chosen to stay on the vineyard.
You could have literally
It's a
just asked
pleasure.
for
I
a sending
turn,
stone.
I turn to the
I have a
family.
multitude of them.
It's a pleasure to meet you all. Please. We
Where
want to.
And-
work
is my
together.
son?
Which one?
Turns and looks down at you. This is he is almost as tall as Tepartos,
Mm-hmm.
which is abnormally large for a Furbolg that has not undergone what Tepartos has undergone.
Yeah,
And he just looks down at you.
that tumult.
Yes. The one we came to find.
And as I stated previously, that'll be addressed shortly. If you want to stay here, take a seat.
I'm going to interject into the situation and put myself between these two men. Everything will be explained in due time.
Due time is now. We have not
Yes.
heard from my son since he came to visit us and warn us about the threats to the world. And the first thing we hear is through our daughter, not even me. And it is to say my son who has gone missing, who would never have just abandoned his family. He needs our help. So with all due respect to you and yours, answer my question.
I will.
Answered by saying,
Partos, please.
Yeah.
I said I would lead with this as I introduce you. Please take a seat, and we will discuss why I called Dandelion, because that is the only person Lysander told me about in your family. And that was even a stretch to make sure I had the right one. But if everyone would please have a seat at the table now, we can begin. Starting with the most pressing matter, and as most of you notice, a good friend of ours, Lysander, is currently not here.
yes.
Well, Will that be okay?
Most people have sat down. They are still standing on the circle,
That's fine.
just waiting.
Well, as promised, starting with the problem for the Lysanders is Lysander is currently captured.
The Lysanders? Yes.
Yes,
You
Lysander the Fourth.
The fact that, to be fair, Lysander's not said his full name very often,
Yes.
so Tumult is safe to assume that the naming convention goes first name, last name, same name.
Looking at
Because
Tapartos.
has happened a lot of times, and Lysander Elias has not.
We have a lot of Tapartoses here.
So, Lysander is currently, I won't say held captive, but is currently with their brother Dianthos after Dianthos had attacked us and we had trapped him.
Can you all clarify something for me?
Yes.
Was this a willing departure to join Dianthos?
We don't know. None of us
as far as we
have spoken
as far
to
as we can
Lysander.
tell. Yes.
They won't answer any calls. They won't answer notes. They won't do anything.
To be fair,
So
you
two-
called
They won't
once.
text me. They won't call me. No email.
We have called once. Ileana sent that message once.
All right. So, Tumult, I'm gonna take you up on the job you offered me a little bit here.
So,
Sagrin, would you mind seeing if you can reach out to anyone that might have seen Lysander later?
Yes.
we are currently, I would like to personally operate under the fact that, due to the fact that enemy Xerxes has been known to mind control many people, I'm going to operate off the fact they're currently under said mind control. To start with. I would
Is
like
at this
to.
point a voice. He's not.
Who's that?
You turn and you see, looking like all hell, has not slept in days, has not eaten in days, has barely been maintaining enough to survive. Olan.
No! Sorry.
I found him.
Olan.
Well, going off of this information, we would like to capture Lysander and figure out what made them do something and save, staring at Dandelion, your sister.
I'm gonna run up to
Our
Olan
brother.
and see
Your
if he
savior
needs
brother.
help and or healing.
He brushes you aside.
Okay.
You're looking for your family, your sons, right? And he starts stumbling forwards, likely drunk.
Oh, buddy.
And just around the table. Well, I'll tell you exactly where he is. He's in the sky. He's riding with a giant in the clouds. With your old friend, actually.
Which old friend?
The cat.
Even?
Yes, the one that sold his soul to the devil to work for Xerxes. That's okay. Who knows? Maybe it didn't take. We can't tell, right? What I do know
Oh.
is that he's been going on missions,
Mission.
diverting power, collecting things, working for a higher up officer of Xerxes.
Who?
Your old friend again. You told me about him. Real tall fella. Has his own little tower.
Giant. guy.
Broke a mountain in half.
The
Death
giants,
rows.
yeah.
Deferos?
You know, I tried to go and say hello, but I couldn't get in the tower for some reason. Something was keeping me out.
Haven't considered him a friend for a very long time.
When the darndest thing happened. I met your other son. He came to me and he said, "You should forget about Lysander. He's with us now." In his stupid accent.
Rude.
And that's when it happened. The man himself, the one you've all been so fucking scared of. Another stupid accent. But he wasn't the same guy we'd fought before. No, no, no. He was stronger. Drastically stronger. I know I went AWOL on all of you and turns and looks, and at this point, the Elias family has like tucked Dandelion behind the father.
Good.
And have hands on weapons. Not drawn, but are very tense, and you can see that kind of the air in the room with everyone else here is tense. He came to me and he showed me. Ooh. Dandelion. And he turns and looks at the girl.
Hold on. Hold on.
Shh. No. By all means. What's your question, Harlan?
What are you saying about the girl?
I'm saying that that's not the girl that's in trouble. They just have the same name. But you, and he turns and points directly at Garagak. You know a girl who's in trouble, don't you?
Yeah.
Because your fucking son, and turns back to Lysander's father, kidnapped her and is holding her hostage, guarding the body of this fucking god.
At this point, I'll step in between Olan and the Elias family and say, Olan, that's enough.
You don't get to tell me what's enough, Tumble.
You don't get to pretend that you didn't, as you said, go AWOL and abandon many people.
You were just fine.
Exactly. Now this is our council, and you're going to either shut up and be a part of it, or disappear and fix yourself.
There's no need for that, Tunnel.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I put my hand up to Harlan.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
If you just
I'll
let
go.
me-
No.
Olan,
No.
please. Can you take a seat here? Please.
I have some business to attend to.
Take a seat, please. I
Garagak.
would like to try to touch him.
He instantly walks back and teleports 20 feet backwards.
Can you let me roll for it or something to try and grab him? Is that-
Sure, go ahead. Yeah, we can do opposed rolls. Go ahead and roll me.
He's drunk, right? He looks drunk.
Yeah. So it's an acrobatics check, or an athletics check rather. Sorry. Go ahead and roll for me. I am using physical dice because there's a shit ton of characters to type things.
It's a total of 17 for me.
You do win.
I forget how much lay on hands it is.
5
to
for
five.
lesser.
5 points of lay on hands to sober him.
He sobers.
Please sit down calmly.
I was drunk, Harlan, but I was not wrong. I have things to take care of. like saving my boyfriend from the clutches of the bad guys. If that's even what he wants. Garagak, Argus, I can get you directly to him, but you're the only two people who would come with me for this. I can take you to Dianthos and we can fix this problem.
You take me to the Anthos.
Straight to him.
I rage, go God mode, grab my hammer, and instantly walk up to Olon. Ready to go.
Please no.
What do you suggest we do, Tabartos?
Look over
I
at
think-
Argus. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Ultimately,
Stop.
this might be the right thing to do. This might be the thing we need to do. No, nobody's putting hands up. Nobody's saying anything.
No, not to you. It was to Harlan.
No, I don't care. This might be what we need to do, and eventually, Argus and Gergak might need to go with, and that is fine. But we will not do this without having a discussion first. There are all of these people here. These are the most powerful people on the material plane right now against the most important, dangerous entity any of us have ever had the fathoming of facing. We are not doing this without talking to each other first, understanding the situation as a collective, and making a plan.
Bartos?
What?
Shut up. And he snaps his
No.
fingers and a portal opens underneath you and you vanish.
Who did that?
Hold on.
Hold on.
Wow, fuck.
This isn't the right way to do this. All of you,
Do I get
stop.
any?
Hold on. You can
Stop.
take those
The
two
portal.
right
So, Tabartos, let me
Yeah.
explain further.
No,
A 20-foot
understand.
wide circle opens underneath your feet. If you would
Okay.
like to make a dexterity saving throw against this spell save DC, you can.
I would like to try, just for the
Sure.
sake of doing it, fully understanding that it won't do anything.
You're probably within 10 feet of Harlan. So you get his charisma to your saves.
You're
It's
good.
fine. I rolled a 9.
Oh, okay.
Wait, hold on. I have other stuff.
No, it's not gonna matter. I promise you, it's not gonna matter.
He's not gone forever. He's just gone for now so that I can finish
Yeah.
talking.
If the thing is true, Olon, and you have sobered up, take them and go, if they're willing.
I hand
That's
him
going.
a
Hold on. That
bag.
I understand. I understand wholeheartedly that you want these people dead, and this is an opportunity to do that. But if we start kicking the hornet's nest, we're gonna get the superpowered bees before we even have a plan of what the next few days, if not months, are looking like.
Passive perceptions in the room.
Not that high.
18.
Super high.
I know Garagak is a 12. It
Pretty
sticks in my
good,
brain
but I'm
forever.
gone.
Bartos has a 20.
Currently an 18.
One more time, Kimber.
12.
12.
That's a 12 as well.
24. My shield would not be out right now. I'd just be chilling.
Okay.
24.
It's the 24 without the shield.
29 with.
21.
Illy's
Argus.
insane.
Ileana. You're the only one that catches the movement across the room. One quick strike. The blade of or the hilt of a scimitar, from seemingly out of nowhere, directly to the back of Olon's head. He crumples to the ground. Tabartos, you come portal style from the roof onto the ground.
Oh,
And Sulan is standing behind Olan's crumpled body. We're here to talk. This is important, but we should talk. I apologize if I acted out of hand, and I will take any punishment that needs to be.
No, that wholeheartedly
No.
makes sense. He was raving.
thank you. Thank
Arlen, I appreciate your efforts.
I think Harlan just slumps in his chair. He just
Got out.
fully have your meeting.
And turn back to the alliances. Well, as you can see, the worst that I suspected to happen is happening. They're willingly with Dianthos, working for Xerxes. I'd personally just like to stop them. But
We should start from the beginning.
our lives are important, so that is all I invited you for anyway. You have the right to know what your two sons are up to.
Oh. A persuasion check.
Get stuff from my aura too.
The DC is high.
Well,
Not astronomically high, but high.
It's a critical success.
Ooh.
that would be a 34.
Plus, what do you got, Harlan?
Oh,
Wait,
God.
seriously?
It would be plus his charisma, wouldn't it?
I thought that was on saves,
not
not checks.
No, yeah.
It might be because of his oath that he has different stuff, so I'm just double checking.
Oh no, that's a channel divinity just for me. Never mind.
Mm.
On persuasion checks, I can give myself a +5, but no one else.
Yep. I know that ability well.
Mm-hmm.
I have that one.
You use it to fuck me over all the time.
Yes.
It's a great fucker over.
34 is high.
Yeah.
34 is very high. You see, he looks at you, Tummel. I need to know. Is your plan to kill my sons? And when he asked that question, his eyes turn from you to Garagak.
At least one of them. Unless
I
the
am-
other gets in my way.
I do want to apologize, but Dianthos is the one that's got to go. Dianthos has, on more than one occasion, attacked us, stole his sister, and apparently done enough talking to convince Lysander to betray everything we had done before this. If Lysander can be stopped, and I point at Dandelion, that's probably about the only person here that can do it while keeping them alive. That is why they're the only one I could contact, because that's the only person Lysander never stopped talking about and caring for, other than Olan. And we couldn't find him. As you can see, portals. He can kind of go where he wants.
I think something that is being lost here that is important to know. As far as a father's love goes for his children, no amount of us talking about being attacked or difference in opinion.
I'm not convincing him that what we're doing is right. He asked, and I answered as honestly as I possibly could to Bartos.
Well, then I am going to try to convince him what we are doing is right.
Will you give me the opportunity to save them? If I can.
Sir, I think that's all of our intentions is to try to do exactly that.
Both of them.
Yes.
I point to Garagak. I can't dissuade his decision.
Give you
He looks
one.
at you, Garagak. I understand what it's like to lose a loved one. To not know what their fate, where their fate lies, or to not know if you'll ever see them again, and especially when you have the name of the one to blame. But the Dianthos that you've been dealing with, he is the farthest thing from my son.
Big man, I will present you one thing. Look at that little girl there. Scared, quivering behind her father. Do you want her to go through what your little sister is going through right now? To see her
Sure.
brothers ripped away from her.
According to the dad, the Dianthos I want to kill is not his son.
I fear someone is tampering with his mind. All I ask is a chance to see if I can fix what has gone wrong, and if I cannot, I swear to you that none of me or mine will stand in your way to do what must be done. But you love your sister, and I love my son.
I don't walk over to Garagak. Think he can afford one?
Lysander loved her brother too. I offered Lysander that chance, and that's where this got us. I'm not letting him slip again.
I'd like to walk up to Garagak, having Bubba follow me. I'm gonna smile at Garagak and give him a hug.
Harlan jumps a little.
I'm gonna smile at Garagak and give him a hug.
Ah, creepy.
I'll
dead
give
boy.
Billy a big hug.
I'll smile and saying, I know where you're coming from. But what if it was something like this? And I'll take a step back and order Bubba to, I guess he has like the claw. I'll order Bubba
Yeah.
to like fucking claw through my fucking side. Like a good hit on my side.
Ooh.
Really
would
takes
hate to-
Garagak.
I would teleport to block.
Okay,
Man.
so yeah, Bubba goes and starts to throw the hand through you, and
I'll turn
Garagak
around.
instantly is in the way and just takes the hit.
I'll turn around. Tell August to take a step back. And look at Garagak again. What just happened?
He tried to hit you.
Why?
I'm not sure. I'm assuming you told him to.
As someone who regularly messes with the minds of my enemies in order to control them, and as much as I hate Dianthos, we can't put it past Dandelion to be completely controlling him right now. This could just be all Dandelion's fault. Or maybe whoever was above Dandelion, we don't know. But just consider that possibly your anger might be misplaced.
I've considered that. And I'm pretty sure it is Dandelion's fault.
That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you.
And I'll walk back to like the wall with Bubba.
Change your mind, my friend.
I'll do what has to be done. If you get to them first. Yeah. But if they're in my way, I'll do what I always do when I stand in front of a wall. I'll break it.
I hope you understand that from where you're coming from, we will do the same.
Agreed.
Sounds like we have to do everything in our power to make you faster.
We'll never outrun you. Go ahead, come here.
This isn't the way to have a war council. We have a common goal.
We haven't started yet.
To be fair, I didn't plan on a drunk Olan exactly doing that.
I'm sure
No.
we'll have words about that. We have a common goal, yes?
Yes.
An entity we have to stop.
Yes.
Can the Eliases put their weight behind that in any regard?
My first and foremost priority is protecting my sons.
Protect your sons. You should come with us. If we kill Dandelion before I run into Dianthos, I won't kill him.
But what if you don't?
You think it's smart to go right away into a hornet's nest, like Ryan said, attacking blindly? You think that's smart, truly? It's a great way to get killed. Leave all of these people without a direction.
No, I can't die.
No. Wrong tree to bark up. It's tried that one before. It's bashing your face against a brick wall.
I know.
I had to just give Harlan that look of, do you really just try to appeal to Garrigan's like intellect, change his mind from hating
I'm-
something?
Appealing to you as well. Don't.
You know what? Enough. Everybody, please. Take a moment, take a step, take a breath. I understand the tensions are high. I understand the interests here are in conflict. I think it is important to start from the beginning, to understand why everybody is here, to understand who we are, because that might not necessarily be clear to everybody, our relationship to everybody involved, and what exactly it is that we are facing. I want to make it very, very clear that what we are facing is the prospect of the end of the world, of life as we know it, of tyranny and pain and torture running rampant over the mortal coil which we currently inhabit. These stakes could not possibly be higher right now. I understand that pain, deeply rooted in the families, is here, is present. Whether it is Lysander, Dianthos, Garagak, your sister, I myself just found out my entire family is alive and I thought them dead for 2 years.
Then you should know.
Nothing. Yes, I know.
Clearly not.
No,
Leaning
I
away
do,
from the
though.
wall. Mama Bear,
Leaning
who's
low,
held her
right.
tongue this whole time, steps forward. Bartos, Harlan, Tummel, all of you. You know I got nothing but love and respect for all of you. Consider you kids of my own at this point.
Harlan, like, I don't know this woman.
I do, but I had one
Yeah.
conversation.
Mama Bear
with
was
her.
at the siege.
she was.
With all of the respect in my heart for every one of you, and that is a great deal. Turns and looks at Master Elias, head of the house. I don't remember his name, so I just keep like referencing it in offshoots.
Aristo.
Aristo, looks at Aristo, thank you.
Don't feel bad, I also had to look it up.
That's gonna be important. I'm writing that down.
Your sons and the organization they work for took my baby girl. They've damn tried to take my son. I don't know who the actual fuck you think you are to come in here and request that we stand down. And Mama Bear is standing and moving in a way that none of you have seen before, including Garagak. Her form is slowly, almost unnoticeably, growing. She's getting slightly taller, her muscles slightly bulging. I don't know what gave you the fucking audacity to walk in here with a game plan, not knowing any fucking details and pulling out of your ass that we should just not. But I suggest you politely see yourself out and let us get back to business. And you see fur slowly starting to sprout. An ability that she gave up
And you see her whole body starting to pulse as her breathing gets deeper and deeper. Because if you don't fuck off with your bullshit right now, turns and looks, I'll make sure that you never have any of your sons come home. And at this point, the teeth elongate and sharpen.
We need help, Mama.
Not from them.
Fine.
Y'all have a choice
We
to
do
make,
not.
it seems.
Yes. We do. We do not hold this council to have a brawl. Everyone needs to stand down. The clan of Elias, I tell you this. If you wish to help us in our efforts, then I understand. However, we are directly in antithesis to your two sons. If we can find a way to save them and achieve all of our goals on top of it, we will. However, I cannot and I will not promise their safety. If they stand in opposition to us and we need to go through them, we will. If you are willing to fight for the good of the realm and the good of all things living now, in the understanding that your sons are either willingly or unwillingly going against that goal, you are welcome to be here. If not, then I suggest you find yourselves out.
You see a look that you've seen on some of your allies' face before. Eyes shifting throughout the room.
Can I
Aristo
try
is
and
calculating odds. Go ahead. Good.
Can I try and hold his gaze as he looks over me? And I know this is like a stretch and out there, but I just want to convey as much as possible with my eyes and my face. I'm going to try as hard as I can. Please give us a chance.
Roll a persuasion check.
Will you let me activate
Yeah.
my channel divinity?
Yeah.
This is getting an additional 5. 31 or 36.
Pretty good.
That is pretty good.
He locks eyes with you. And you can tell he was calculating the odds that him and his wife could take everybody in this room. For sure can. Not even gonna make that flex right here. Like, no. But
Old fighter and an old
he is-
druid.
head of the household, like the two heads of this household, on the defensive at this point. But he maintains that eye contact with you, Harlan. He breaks.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Having established that, I'll stand up and say, I think it's best you go, Clan Elias.
Will. But just keep in mind, my sons were raised the same. Both of us doing what we can to make them good people. You love the one. All I ask is you give the other a chance. Now, if you'll excuse me, it appears we have some mourning to start. turns. Teleportation circle activates and they are gone.
Harlan just deflates.
That little girl is going to need some therapy.
I'm gonna clap
gonna
a
be
hand
like-
on Harlan's back and just say, "We will do everything we can to bring them home.
You,
I want you to know that."
at the very least, with Lysander, or you will be down a demigod. That's all I'll say.
I will be down a friend.
Exactly why Lysander gets one chance.
Much more
can't-
important than a god to me.
Harlan, as you said, you were gone for a while. You weren't here when it happened. So,
That gives me a unique perspective. I understand. But
gives you not even the half the picture.
it's Lysander.
And that's why they get
Yes.
one.
All right.
They're getting a chance. But it's not more than one.
I think we've had enough conflict for today. Yes?
I agree.
It's obvious we have a differing in opinion and motives going forward here. However, I suggest we get started with this council for the rest of our guests that are here. To all of whom, by the way, I thank you deeply for coming. And apologies for the slight hiccups that we've had in this meeting.
We just turn
Like-
around and like a whole room staring at us. Like just sorry.
I would have went from like super stern and like pissed off to like super giddy and like big smile staring at Mama Bear looking so cool.
Alex, quick meta question. Do I know if this... I feel like I remember this anecdotally, but not officially. Does this, like, area, this sanctuary, have any, like, food capability? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the weird
Right.
food summoning table. Remember all the cooked goblins?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I feel like
Yeah.
I remember. I would love to do what I can to summon just a banquet feast, like, you know, meat.
Yeah,
and-
I assumed
like
that
that.
all amenities would
Yeah.
be being provided by your secret magic lair.
I just assumed
Yes.
that we did this originally because we prepared for this council, so we knew.
Well,
we were
you know
gonna
what?
have it.
I didn't officially assume that. Nobody said anything. So I would like to set the banquet officially of just like, everybody, please come, sit, eat, take a moment to catch up and relax because this has been a very stressful time. And then I would officially like to start this war council. It is important that we catch everybody up on what has happened, what is currently happening, and the plans that we have for the future because we have very, very important business to attend to, and I believe it's very important for us all to be on the same page, regardless of the differences that we might find ourselves having.
So at this
Can we
point,
agree to this?
everyone is in agreement. Everyone that is still conscious and in attendance is on the same page.
Yeah, I kind of like touch Tepartus's forearm, like when he's done with this. What do we do with the drunk, jilted lover? He's gonna just disappear. He's an escape artist.
Something, tumult, something, anti-magic, something. Just, I don't know. I don't know.
I do come
Find any way we
equipped
can.
with a jail, for lack of a better word.
Oh, fucking do that. Yes.
Was that the
absolutely.
house?
That was the house. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He is like
Magic jail. Bing, bang, boom.
He's okay, right? Like we
He's
don't
fine. He is just
require-
unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah. Sulan literally just knocked him out because, like, whoa, let's
Yeah.
take a breather. And was the only person in the room capable of sneaking up on him and hitting him quick enough to stop him from escaping.
Thank you.
Jude has a plus 21 to stealth. What are we arguing
Hell
about here?
fucking yeah.
I don't fuck around when I make rogues, okay? They're tough. Y'all know how tough Sulan is.
My
He whooped
plus
your ass.
5 would like to disagree. I'm not a stealthy
Different
rogue.
rogue.
I'm a talky rogue.
I see your plus 21. I give you a disadvantaged plus 7.
Good talk, bad sneak.
Ooh. This is where I will interject and say that the format from here is going to be shifting. We talked a while back about a 3-month time skip. That is the time that you are going to be sending your troops out to be doing these things, sending them out to accomplish these tasks, all of those things, right?
Oh shit.
All of that is still in play. That being said, you all will be determining the fates of the missions of these people you are sending out to do them.
Oh fuck.
Now, the idea has been tossed around by Tapartos that each of you would be leading a sort of platoon of your own to go and accomplish said tasks that you needed to accomplish. So what we will be doing is you will be telling me what all you want to accomplish and how much of your force you are willing to devote to it. Of the people that you have around you, of the, for lack of a better term, the resources that you have at your disposal currently. And that is where your options start to come in. You all have interacted with these people as player characters, with the exception of Harlan, who is here and will be doing his own, like, will be able to do whatever he is doing along with the party and all those things. And I will help fill in gaps for you, Kimber. But all of you have interacted with these people. All of you understand what their capabilities are, what their kind of strong suits are, those kinds of things. This will be a flat D20 roll with negatives and bonuses added for the difficulty of tasks, their skill sets, and how it applies to them. And this is where it gets a little bit interesting. Your party does not have to go with them. If you do, and it is a mission that your particular skill set suits, it will be an additional bonus to those rolls. Your flat DC for every one of these missions to be successful, and with minimal to no casualties to do them, is going to be a 20.
Oh. On a D20 roll.
Correct. But you will have the bonuses for setting people with the correct skill sets, for doing those kinds of things, for sending your party with them. Now, you do not have to go with them. You can choose to, a lot of you had separate things you wanted to try and accomplish over this 3-month gap, which is 100% fine. You can absolutely go and do those things if you choose. But depending on the missions you are sending people on, those bonuses may be necessary to see them completed in a positive manner.
Are we coming up the missions ourselves, or
Yes.
do you have a predetermined? Oh, wow, fuck.
I told you when we were first talking about this that this is the fate of every mission you complete will affect the final battle in some way.
Yes.
Everything you send them out to do. The missions you choose, I will give a time frame to. This will take 1 week. This will take 2 months. This will take, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
So, I want you all thinking. I want you all processing. The main party, sans Harlan, who is back because he was summoned in and has an aspect and is doing those things, has had quite a bit of time to think about these things. To come into the War Council knowing who you would want to invite. You tapped pretty much every resource at your disposal that you could think of. You brought in the most skilled people that you could possibly pull in to help you. You have a broad range of assistance at your disposal. So, as it is already almost 10 o'clock Colorado time, next week, we go over the missions. We go over what troops you want to send to them. We go over all of those things. Here is the catch. We are going to be rolling initiative. You each in initiative order, will be giving me missions to send people on. After each mission, if you feel there is someone from your party that can help in this mission in a big way, we'll do a little scene. You guys will role play it out, talk to them about the plan, see if they're willing to go with them. So there are going to be a lot of these missions. So come up with small ones, come up with big ones, come up with all of these things. And you guys will be able to discuss intermittently out of character to make it roll a little bit quicker instead of having to try to explain everything in character and all those things. The scenes themselves will be in character because we got to have a little bit of role playing in there, you know. But I want you all to think long and hard. Don't overstress it. It is not like if you don't make the right decisions or anything like that, that the final battle will be impossible or anything like that. I would never take that away from you.
I'm taking actual notes for the first time forever. I'm taking it serious, I promise. Look, there's Xerxes right there. Dead, stabbed. Nah.
Can we know what unit we will have? Because we're each taking like units.
Essentially think of a bunch of yous.
Okay,
People with similar skill sets to you. So you will be like, you will have a bunch of other like barbarians, fighters, those kinds of things. But you also don't have to make missions for yourself. You can come up with missions that you're like, hey, if we had a stealth team that could go and do this, that, or the other, that would be rad. And you can like tell me like which NPCs you want to do. But as we're running through that list of missions, your resource pool is going to get smaller.
Okay.
Because people will have already been assigned. Now, keep in mind, you have hundreds of soldiers at your disposal. A few dozen.
One thing is like a 1 week mission, and then another person's thought's another like 2 week mission. It'd be like, yeah, they could do that when they're done. It's fine. But if we send everyone off on 2.5 month missions, fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
For clarifier's sake, yeah. So it's one of those things that I said you want to have small missions. You can do one that'll like take people for like a week or whatever, and you can fill in those gaps. But you can also run those big missions. Right?
Yeah.
This is going to play out loosely, like in a very, very, very loose sense. It's going to be kind of like we're playing a quiet year. Everybody's going to be shaping the world around them. Everybody's going to be making those decisions. Everybody's going to be coming through to do those things.
Sweet.
And you have 3 total months.
So like my squad will only be barbarians, or can you said I could also take like the other, like the stealth ones and take them on a stealth mission.
Yeah. So you can make missions for whatever groups you want, but if you want to have one of the party members go in for that huge boost.
Yeah. So you can take liberties with party members.
Yeah, Coda, you could basically be like, yo, I want Sulan to go do this, but I think it would be really helpful if Tumult went with them. And like you can suggest that. It's not being like, me and my barbars are gonna go this. It's like, no, I want the dogs to do this. I want the druids to start doing that.
Right. The other part of that is people have onus over their own characters. Like even if you come up with a plan that is not saying that you are telling, Kimber what Harlan Dino is doing during all of these missions and things.
Yeah.
Everybody has the right to their own characters. That's that.
Yeah.
If you are doing solo mission stuff and you want to take care of stuff for yourself, or you want to go and look up something on your own or whatever, that'll count as one of your missions. You won't use resources, but you will make yourself unavailable for however amount of time you are going and doing that thing. Your characters are resources. And I will tell you right now, party members are worth a +7 bonus to that roll.
Even if they're not necessarily aligned with.
I mean, if they are relatively aligned. If you're sending in a stealth mission and you send to Partos, that's not a +7.
Okay, cool.
But if you are running a demolition of a site that you found in one of the previous missions and you send Garagak, that's probably a +7 right there. Yeah. But those are the kinds of things.
Stuff go boom. Cool.
Sending Arga, that's +14 to that roll. You can send the 2 of them to destroy the building and you'd probably be A-okay. Like, that's it. Your missions next week. 3 months in game time passing while you are going and doing these things. 1 miscellaneous arc that I'm not going to say anything in detail about because that would spoil things. You're fighting Xerxes. Y'all are on the precipice here of the finales of this. This is where all of those things that we've been doing, all of those moments throughout this story are going to culminate into this one epic fucking finale. And your decisions throughout with this mission process is going to determine exactly how fucked you are. I promise you it will be possible. I'm not going to make it impossible for you to win, but it will be pretty fucking hard.
Imagine if we came all this way and fucking lost.
I'm not saying it's not going to happen.
Yeah,
Y'all know me better than that.
The dice that bind us.
You know,
The dice will decide one way
They
or
do
another.
bind
my
us.
God, guys, Zach said the name of the show. Oh no! Immersion broken.
He said the thing.
That's it. I'm done.
Let's go.
Seriously though, thank players. I hope that this was interesting and I caught you off guard with some things here and there.
I'm so
I've
stressed out.
planned for almost everything going wrong with the Elias family except for that piece of shit drunk man to show up at
Yep.
that exact moment.
Yeah.
You know how fucking wild it is to sit in a room of people discussing murdering your previous character? Just being like, yep.
Hey, you brought this on yourself just like I
I
did.
know, but it's
They
still
should not have left
stressful.
us.
That's what I'm saying. They shouldn't have done it, but they did it on very good premises for their character. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not.
And
Not
think
mad
about how
at
much
that.
less interesting the story would be right now if you hadn't done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would
This
just be
y'all would have
like-
been right in the missions right away, and you wouldn't have had a week to plan for them.
We would have had
Yeah,
we would have had
no.
the missions right away.
Really
Dianthos would have
stressful
died a
to
while
talk
back.
about how you were planning on killing your best friend.
I'm just
Yeah.
killing their brother.
Remember when I brought up perspective
Unless they
earlier
get my
in
way.
Arlington?
Yeah.
Perspective earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kimber's like,
Guys, he was a great guy last I talked to him.
yeah.
That's why I responded with you got
Yeah,
half
it
of my
was.
picture.
He
I
just
do-
fucking left.
I
All right,
said,
we can continue these conversations in the wrap up, but for now, let's let our friends at home move on for next week. Thank you all so much for being here. Huge props to Kimber for joining the rest of the campaign. Let's go.
Welcome to
We're all
myself.
super stoked to have you back. We love you very much. For those of you at
Oh,
home,
I'm so happy you're here.
I'm going to toss out something that I don't usually do at the end of this because I do it over on my streaming channel, but I think it's an important message, so I'm doing it here. Also, deal with it. I'm cross branding now. It's fine.
Ding.
For those at home, if you're trying your best, you are succeeding in my eyes. I'm super proud of everything you've accomplished thus far and everything you will continue to accomplish in life. I love you so fucking much. Thank you for watching this week's episode of The Dice That Bind Us. We'll see you in 2 weeks for the next one.
Ditto.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.